Hello and welcome to the biggest game of the year for the Downingtown West Whippets, as we now have the number 3 Whippets playing the number 2 Downingtown East Cougars. Both teams are ready and the national anthem has been sung. Now here we go. On the face-off, it will be once again Michael Straub, who has an above 90% face-off percentage on the year. East has always had Michael Straub's number in terms of face-offs. However, Michael Straub has been a different animal when it has came to face-offs this year. So let's see if that trend changes today. The starting goaltenders for both teams are, for West, Zach Rossman. And for Downingtown East, it will be Evan Mylin. Looks like on the face-off for the Cougars, it will be number 11, NJ Cogliotti, fellow senior. Same with Straub. And on the face-off, big scrum going on. Every person that was in the circle is in there. And number 7 for Downingtown East will pick that up. That is Waite that picks it up. Waite makes it into the offensive zone, and here comes East on their first possession. Number 12 passes it off to 4. (23) now working his way on Greer. Greer in. 23 passes it back behind the net to 12. 12 working behind the net. Toth comes out. Chiappa working on number 0. That's Hamburger. Little screen set in front of the orange line here. 14 will lay it off for Alistair. Number 15 for East now has it. Venzi comes out. East now working his way in on net. Number 15 stopped by Greer. 12 working away behind. 12 on the outside. 12 Toth on 12. Toth forces the pass behind. 0 to 23. 23 passes out to 14. 14 now cuts in. Gets past the first line of defense. Instead now passes it to 23. 23 to 12. 12 to 0. 15 now has it. 15 in, 15 shoots. Rossman saves it. Rossman's stick makes sure the shot goes wide of the net, and it maintains a 0-0 game with 10-10 left here to play in the first quarter. (12) now working his way in. 12 in. 12 draws the double team, and the pass does make its way out to 14. However, he does retain possession of it. 14 to 15. 15 cuts in, 15 shoots, and 15 misses wide. Rossman picked the right direction, however the shot does miss low and wide. Possession has been all East. They've already had almost 3 minutes of possession here so far in today's game. 12 passes it to 4. Valari comes out to 4. 4 cutting in behind net. Cutter coming in, doesn't see him and doesn't pass. 0 now has it. 14 sets a screen on Chiappa. Here comes 0 in, and 0 scores. That is Alistair Hamburger on the goal for Downingtown East. It is now a 1-0 game with 9:20. Welcome back. Straub now on the face-off. East held onto the ball for 3 minutes and gets a goal out of it. That is Alistair Hamburger with the goal. Here's Straub on the face-off, and Straub does come on with it. And here comes West in. Nice little stick check there from 11. However, Straub, unaffected, goes into the zone. We now have Berge. Berge passes it back to Lundmark. Lundmark to other Lundmark. The brother connection. See if that does it. Moore comes on for Greer. Here comes Venzi. Monroe, who scored a hat trick in the last game, comes on. Lundmark passes it to Moore. Moore to Monroe. Monroe cutting in, working on number 2. Monroe gets pass off to Berge. Berge passes to Owen Lundmark. Owen draws the defensive 3 flag, and that will be West is on the advantage. There will be a penalty upcoming on East. Moore in, Moore shoots, and the shot is saved, and it goes behind the net. That is behind the net, and it will be a Downingtown East penalty. That is a 1-minute cross-checking penalty at 7:27. East will have their player released, bearing a goal from West here. Lundmark to Straub. Straub to Lundmark. Lundmark thinks about the shot, but instead passes it back to Straub. Straub draws out 7. Liam Quinn comes out on Berge. Lundmark back to Monroe. Kevin gets it, passes it to Michael. Quinn, fellow STEM student here, comes out to guard Straub. Owen behind the net, passes it around. West playing keep away. Monroe's shot is blocked in front of the net. The ball is still up in the air. And that is a line, but East will keep possession. No call on the cross check. See what's going on here. And it will be West ball. The ball did go out on East, miscalled by the referee. And here is West back with possession. Kevin Lundmark will begin with possession for Downingtown West. Here comes Kevin in. Kevin passes it to Michael Straub. Straub back to Lundmark. Lundmark around to his brother. Passes it back out to Kevin, who passes it to Straub. Straub to Lundmark. Lundmark to Lundmark. Kevin shoots. Kevin shoots, and it is wide. And West wins the hustle behind the net, and they'll have 5 seconds left before the release. Lundmark passes it to Monroe. Monroe to Lundmark. Straub now has it. Straub cutting in. Straub passes it behind to Berge. Berge to Lundmark. Lundmark to Moore. Moore to Lundmark. Kevin now has the single defender drawn out, but decides to pass to Moore, who comes out. Moore passes it to Lundmark. Kevin working his way in. Passes behind to Berge. Berge passes it to Lundmark. Lundmark cutting in. Lundmark thinking about the shot. Instead pulls out. Straub. Straub in. Straub working on 15. Straub works it off to Berge. No cut, but instead passes behind the net to Lundmark. Lundmark to Lundmark. Kevin working his way in. Number 7 for East is guarding him. Lundmark still doing a couple jukes. Instead decides to pull back out. Passes low to Monroe. He gets it. Monroe's shot is blocked in front of the net. And East prevents a West goal with almost 3 minutes of West possession. Now here comes East on the counterattack. 15 passes it to 0. Zero guarded by Chiappa. 0 to 12. Toph comes out to guard 12. Finally gets a player to pass to, and 4 draws out Valari, and then 4 passes it back out to the point, and number 23. 23 cutting in on number 2, Greer. .23 working his way on a Greer. 23 is in. Decides to stop his attack and go back out. 14 now has it. 14 passes it to 15. Now we're back at the start. 15 in. 15 thinks about the shot but passes it back out to 14. 14 to 12. 12 is forced back out by the West defense. And the shot is wide of the net. That is 12. I mean, that was off the bar, and as such, it does stay in East possession. Number 4 has it. Venzi comes out to guard. 14 to 33. 33 to 23. 23 cutting in on 2. That is Greer on the fence. Works his way past Greer. 23 shot is wide of the net, and East does win the hustle behind the net, and East will maintain possession. We are now at the 4:08 mark left here in the first quarter. East does lead 1-0 off the goal from Alistair Hamburger. 33 passes it to 14. 14 working his way around. 14 on 19. That's Hangy on the defense there. Chiappa now at frontline defense on the rotation. Here comes 0 in. 23 in. 23 still not getting any room from Greer. Pass goes wide of the net. Toth tries to get it, and Toth is not going to get there in time. It stays East possession with 3:22 left here to play in the first. 12 in. 12 shoots, and 12 scores. Number 12 for Downingtown East scores. That's Bryson Kolinsky, and East is now up 2-0. Welcome back. That's Bryson Kolinsky with the shot off the out-of-bounds possession. Works his way in, gets a shot to the left of Rossman, and goes into the net. Possession has been a major key to this game. Face-off penalty on Straub. It will now go the opposite direction. (11-15). 15 for East in. Benzie on 15. Passes laid off to number 4. 4-33. 33-12. 12 cutting in on Toph. Will 12 get a shot off? He won't. Even on the spin back, he does not get a chance to shoot. He is forced to pass back to 33. 33 passes it off to 15. 15 working on Venzi. 15 in. 15-4. 4 back to, it looks like 0. Chiappa forces the dropped ball. However, Alistair is able to recover. Hamburger, 2:23. Sweeney with the ball. Hanging on Sweeney. Sweeney cuts in, finds the cut. However, the shot is saved easily by Rossman. Rossman passes it up to Greer. Greer now working upfield. Greer on the counterattack. Greer has speed. Greer is into the offensive zone, and he will stop and wait for the play to reset. Greer comes back and passes it off to Straub. Here comes Greer and Venzi off for Monroe and Moore. Moore is on. Moore gets it. Moore has the advantage over the substitution from East. However, the run is too delayed. Kevin to Michael. Straub to Monroe. Straub to Monroe. Monroe to Berge. Back to behind to Owen Lundmark. Lundmark passes it to Lundmark. Lundmark to Moore. Here comes Moore in. Moore lays it off to Monroe. Here comes Monroe in, working on number 2 of East. Monroe in. Monroe passes it to Berge. Cut comes in, however, is not passed to. Lundmark cuts in. Let's make... Lundmark is wielding a lot of cross checks there. He's still on his feet and still has possession as he lays it off back to Moore. Here comes Moore in. Moore in. Moore shoots. Moore scores! He picks the pocket, bounces the shot in, and is now 2-1 East. Annie Moore gets the bounce shot to go past the goaltender of Downingtown East. That is Mai Lin. The bounce shot goes in with 32.7 seconds left here. West now cuts the deficit back down to 1. In the second quarter, you will hear the commentary of Ben Hoyt. You might have heard him during the Garnet Valley game, and he's here to practice his expertise. Just kidding, he's already better than I am. So he's just going to talk about lacrosse in the second quarter, and hopefully he sees some more goal action. Here, speaking of that, Straub wins the faceoff. Straub in, fields a hole. Straub in, passes it. Venzi's low shot bounces high. Nobody saw the ball due to the sun. 7 passes it quickly upfield. 2, will he get to it? He won't. Chiappa gets it. And it will stay East ball with 11.9 left. And Alistair begins the possession. This is most likely the last possession of the quarter for Downingtown East. Hamburger in. Hamburger being defeated by almost every single West defender. And the ball rolls out of bounds with 1.2 left here to play at the first quarter. Once a reminder, goal scored by Hamburger and Kolinsky for East, Moore for West. Chapa with the heave, and that is the quarter. At the end of 1, it is 2-1 Downingtown East.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Start of the second quarter. Downingtown East 2, Downingtown West 1. Welcome in. I'm Ben Hoyt from the Garnet Valley Sports Broadcasting Club. I'm honored to be a guest commentator here on the East-West game. It was a very action-packed first quarter. 2 goals from Downingtown East early, but Downingtown West rebounds late in the corner with a goal of their own. Both teams having a super successful season, as Downingtown West remained undefeated on the year until their fall against Garnet Valley. Downingtown East sneaking up the rankings as the season goes on. They got a big win against Springfield Delco out of the Central League. And this would be a big, big win for both teams, not only for the Chestnut League, but also for district play. They could potentially get a 1 seed out of this game if they win. because remember, the results of Radnor Garnet Valley could also potentially impact that game as Radnor's #1. So if you are an East or West fan, you are rooting for Garnet Valley to win that game against Radnor. Back in the faceoff, Michael Straub, the commit to the University of Delaware, has had a phenomenal season at the faceoff circle. NJ Cogliotti for Downingtown East won the majority of the faceoffs the first quarter for East. Has had a very successful night so far. As we're ready to start the second quarter of action. Also, make sure for future lacrosse games at Downingtown West Lacrosse, make sure to subscribe to the Downingtown West Lacrosse YouTube channel, as we will provide our commentary a day after the game for your on-demand watching. Big scrum for the ball. Straub wins it. Muscles over the defender on the right side. Passes it off to Berge. Lundmark on the left side of your screen. Tries to beat the defender on the left side. And will pass it off to Owen Lundmark. Downingtown West using a slow, methodical attack so far in the second quarter. Looking for Monroe for the pass. Will try to make a move on his own. Moore passes to the back of the goal. To Lundmark. Back to the other Lundmark. Trying to turn the corner. Now we'll try the other corner. But great defense by the Downingtown East defender. Back to Moore. Top of the key. Go to the right side of the net. Here's Bram Monroe. Very successful season to start out. Monroe off his 1 foot shot and wide. Downingtown West the first to the ball, so it will remain whip it ball. With 10:46 remaining to play, it is 2-1 Cougars so far. Lundmark. They pass it back to Moore. On the left side. Shot. Saved by the keeper. He's made some terrific saves the first quarter. Standing his ground early on the net. Shot. Bounces high. Still remains West possession. Kevin Lundmark will start with the ball. Moves to his right side. A little bit of a spin move. Trying to keep the defender off balance. Dishes it to Moore. With 10:03 left to go. Bram Monroe goes to his left side. Spins around. Finds a pass. They look inside. Unsuccessful. The keeper's going to come out to try to press the Downingtown West attacker. Trying to muscle him away. Unsuccessful. They get it to Lundmark. To the other Lundmark. Great stick check. This is now Downingtown East ball as they pass it to the keeper. And they'll chuck it downfield. Here's Jed Davis with the ball. Bring it above the midfield stripe. Pass it to the back of the goal. They'll move to their left side. And they'll dish it to Jake McMahon. 9:09 left to go. Now behind the net. They get it to Hemberger, who's already scored a goal tonight. 9 minutes left to go on the clock for this second quarter. They start their attack. They make a move to the left side. Shot. Saved by Rossman. That's his second save of the day, as he had one earlier. Ball is loose on the ground. East wins it right back. And they'll reset their offense with 8:38 left to go. Looking to add that third goal to their tally. To the left side. They make a move. Bryson Kalinsky, who already scored a goal today as well, saved by Rossman. Downingtown West trying to get above the midfield stripe. Couple good stick checks in there, but Downingtown West retains the ball. Now they reset to Michael Straub, who's had a very successful season as the Fogo player for Downingtown West. And that's a Division I scholarship because of it to the University of Delaware. Berge. His job on the team is to score goals, and he does that with ease most of their games. High pass for Moore, and it's intercepted by East as they race above midfield. They get a pass off, shot, scored! Downingtown East with the goal. Downingtown East adds a third to their total, makes it 3-1. Goal was by Bryson Kalinsky, as the PA announcer says. 7:35 left to go. 3-1. East over West. Things unraveling quickly for the Whippets as there's a mad scramble for the ball. It's a violation on West, so things are starting to unravel here for the Whippets. 7:21 left to go. East gets another possession. They dish it off to number 0, Alistair Hamburger. He passes it away. Resets the lineup at the midfield stripe. Back to Hamburger. 6:55 left to go. Back to Kalinsky. Back of the net. Slowly trying to plan his attack. He passes high. Hamburger shot over the bar. 6:40 left to go. 3-1. East retains the ball. Defense falls asleep as Hamburger was wide open. Regathers himself and passes it away to a teammate with 6:29 left to go. They back up. Pass it back to Kalinsky. Here's Bo Hort. Welcome back. Sorry for the technical difficulties. 5:15 left to go. West draws a flag. So Downingtown East will be man up for the time being unless they can score here. Pass goes a little bit wide, and West will have to kill off a penalty. Let's see what the official calls here. Be a slashing penalty on Downingtown West. They'll have to kill off their second penalty of the game with 4:57 left to go. Ball's loose. They regather to Jake McMahon. Passes it off. They look inside. Kick back out to McMahon. Great stick check there by Downingtown West. Well, East does a great job enduring with their strength to keep the ball shot a little bit wide from point blank range. West regains the ball. Here's Jackson Chiappa with the ball. And a timeout Downingtown West. So we'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back to DeSerafino Stadium. 3-1, 4:15 left to go. Once again, I'm Ben Hoyt, guest commentator tonight from the Garnet Valley Sports Broadcasting Club to commentate this Downingtown West East game. Player just got released as Bram Monroe sits on the ball. The pass to Edmund Moore. Dishes it to Michael Straub. Lundmark will make a move to his left side. Little pick sit there by Michael Straub. 3:46 left to go. Monroe, spin move. Finds a teammate. That's Moore, but the ball is loose. Flag is out. That'll be a push on East. And now East will have to kill their first penalty today. They will be man down. Let's see the official call.
That is a push with possession penalty. It will not be locked in. It will be 30 seconds. 30-second penalty for Downingtown East.
So it looks like it's a push in the back as we expected. It'll not be locked in, so it'll be a 30-second penalty for East. Not the worst thing in the world, but they need to kill off this 30 seconds. Straub to Berge. Kevin Lundmark to Monroe to Owen Lundmark. Passing it around the perimeter. Trying to get the best shot possible. Only a couple seconds left on this penalty. You have to find that shot soon. High pass from Monroe. They dish it off. High pass for Lundmark. Back to the other Lundmark. Downingtown East playing phenomenal defense with 2:53 left in this second quarter of play. Low scoring so far. It's only 3-1. They make a move to the left side. Two defenders close in. They dish to Straub. Back to the right corner of the net. Now they find Berge. Shifts to the right-hand side of the goalie. Back to the middle is Owen Lundmark. 2:23 left to go in this half. Downingtown West taking their time. Again, trying to find the best shot possible for them to score a goal and cut this game to 1. Downingtown West has held the ball now for over 2 minutes. Moore makes a fancy move. Beats the defender, but they swarm him again like a pack of sharks. Berge boxes the defender out to the back of the net. Owen Lundmark shot off his 1 foot, a little bit high. Great defense from East. Straub moves to his right side. Pick set there by Moore. Look at the strength of Straub. Shot! Saved by the keeper. With 1:25 left to go, East will finally have another possession of their own, and they may look to kill the clock here. And before the shot could go off, it's a timeout Downingtown East. We'll be right back after a short break. 1:13 left to go until halftime at Di Serafino Stadium. Downingtown, with possession, leads 3-1 over the Whippets. Again, this is the 2-3 game. The winner of this game could eventually go to the 1 if Radnor loses to Garnet Valley. Garnet Valley being around the 8 to 10 seed right now. They will not hop either team if they win tonight. Actually, the loser of this game may not even be hopped by Garnet Valley. But it is still important to win this game, as it could be the decider for the Chestmont title. 35 seconds left to go in the quarter. 3-1. They move to Hendenberger. They go number 15, Bo Horvath, on the left side. Hendenberger on the left side of the goalkeeper, right side of your screen. 16 seconds left to go. They need to look for a shot soon. They beat 1, 2 defenders. Shot off the bar. 6 seconds left to go. West with the ball. 3, 2, 1. And that is the end of your quarter. Your halftime score. Downingtown East 3, Downingtown West 1. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back from halftime from Di Serafino Stadium. It is 3-1 Downingtown East over West. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ben Hoyt. I'm going to be your guest commentator tonight from the Garnet Valley Sports Broadcasting Club, and I'm honored to be here at the Downingtown East and West game. Thank you so much to Mitchell for having me, and to both the Downingtown schools for letting me commentate tonight. Back in the face-off circle will be Michael Straub for Downingtown West, along with NJ Cogliotti for Downingtown East. False start on Straub, on Cogliotti, so it'll be Downingtown West with the ball. Here's Brett Berge on the right side of your screen. Finds Lundmark at the back of the net with 11:41 left to go. He's being defended by Jake Shannon. Liam Quinn, an absolute monster of a defender, preventing the attack there. He's also going to St. Joe's to play Division I lacrosse. They pass it back to Lundmark. Defending is Liam Quinn. Also a STEM Academy product. Lots of STEM representation tonight, including Mitchell, our one commentator. 11 minutes left to go. Right near the keeper's left-hand side. They move to his right-hand side with Bram Monroe. They move to his left. Monroe trying to find a teammate. He does, and Edmund Moore. He spins around. Being defended by the short pole. He takes advantage of that shot. No good. Saved by the keeper. Great hit by West to free up the ball. And Straub will have it with 10:28 left to go. Straub absolutely using his muscles against that defender. Shot. Moore scored. Moore closes it to within 1 with 10:22 left to go. It is 3-2.
Whipping goal scored by Eddie Moore. His second of the day draws West back within 1 with 10:22 left here to play. Once again, score is 3 for Downingtown East, 2 for Downingtown West.
That's Moore's second of the day. As the PA announcer says, with 10:22 left to go, it is 3-2. Great night from Moore so far. Back in the face-off circle is Cogliotti and Straub. Last time it was a false start on Straub. Let's see if he can prevent that this time. Whistle blows, and Straub wins that effortlessly. Straub makes the pass, but it's wide and winds up in the stick of Quinn. He races downfield, well above 6 foot. He passes it away, uses his height to his advantage. Shot, deflected off a defender. Mad scramble for the ball, and West wins it back. They try to get it above midfield. 2 defenders close in. Ball is loose. Flag is out as he got the face mask with the stick. That's going to be a penalty on East. And let's see the official call.
Is that a minute? What?
30.
Minute? 30.
30 seconds for 30 seconds for Downingtown East, as that's going to be a hold on the face mask. 9:46 left to go. 3-2. Pass along to Owen Lundmark. High pass for Berge. Another high pass for Owen. Back to Kevin Lundmark. Rifle of a shot. Saved by the keeper. Downingtown East racing past the halfway stripe. Downingtown East will begin their next possession. Here's Bo Horvath, being defended by Jake Tuff. Ball on the right side. Tote still defending. 8:53 left to go. Not letting Horvath go anywhere. Horvath beats him on the run. And they pass it away to Connor Sweeney on the left side. Sweeney frees up some space, tries to pass it inside through traffic, and it ends up in Rossman's stick. Downingtown West having some room to move. They get it above midfield and more. 8:25 left to go. Get it to Berge, who suffered an injury earlier in the season, but has since returned to great form. Lundmark with the ball behind the net. Now we've hit the 8-minute mark. Jake Shannon defending Lundmark. Quinn makes sure the ball doesn't go to the other Lundmark as they have to pass it back to midfield. Moore, left side near midfield. He beats his defender. Spins around. Gets it to Straub. Uses his height to his advantage. Gets past the defender looking for a pass. Flag is out again on Downingtown East. 3 defenders surround Straub, but it won't matter. That will be a penalty on Downingtown East. Again, we'll see the official give a signal to us.
On the slash.
Will be a 1-minute slashing penalty with 7:23 left to go. As the PA announcer's call rings through DiSerafino Stadium. Pass to Straub, little loose. They come up on top of it, but it's loose again. And it winds up in Horvath's stick, so East will have another possession off the Downingtown West turnover. We're about halfway through our third quarter, 6:47 on the clock. The lead has since closed down since halftime, but it's still a Downingtown East lead, 3-2. We'll get an update on the Garnet Valley score in a little bit. Their game will be starting at 7:30, so that game will actually probably be starting when ours ends tonight. So stay tuned to Twitters to find out that score. Again, you would want Garnet Valley to beat Radnor here. The winner could potentially take the 1 seed over from the Central League powerhouse and defending state champs. Horvath moves to his left side. Beats a defender. Shot. Saved by Rossman. An incredible save down low. Makes it 5:49 left to go. 3-2. Ball's loose after a lazy pass. Goes out of bounds. Back to the Cougars it goes with 5:42 on the clock. Pass high for Quinn, who overshoots his teammate. It'll be West ball. Again, turnovers have plagued this third quarter. Only one goal has been scored combined this quarter, as a matter of fact. And another turnover again, as it's now East ball. Wide open shot, just left. And Rossman's the first to it, so it's Whippet's ball. And if you're West, I think you want to slow this game down here. This game is moving all too quickly because you're turning over the ball like crazy, actually for both teams. 4:59 left to go as the sun's beginning to set here in Downingtown. Cool 70 degrees here today. It's hotter earlier as the sun was beaming down on these athletes. Shout out to all the athletic trainers here, making sure their teams are hydrated, avoiding cramps. On the left side, here's Bram Monroe. Two defenders close in on him. He finds an open Edmund Moore. Spins around. Finds Straub at the back of the net. Tries to turn the corner. Finds Moore again in the center. Moore frees up space. Saved by the one leg of the keeper. East regains possession with 4:05 left to go. Looking to expand this lead here at DeSerafino Stadium. They pass it back to number 14, Jake McMahon. Bryson Kalinsky, again a goal scorer earlier in the game. Actually, the first goal of the game. Pardon me, the second goal of the game that expanded the lead to 2. They make a move on Toth. Toth not letting him turn the corner as they have to go right back to Kalinsky. Shot wide. Downingtown West ball. Rossman's there first. He's done a great job getting to the backside so West can regain possession. That's the second time he's done that tonight. 2:50 on the clock here from DeSerafino Stadium. Looking for Berge, well defended. He's going to move to his left side and dish it to Moore instead. Lundmark. Right hand side of your screen. Spins around to the left hand side of your screen. Defended by Quinn, who had a significant height advantage over him. The shot is wide. And first to it, it's Downingtown East. So another turnover on West. 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Here's Hamburger, who did score the first goal of the game early on today. They move to the left side. Kalinsky back of the net. West taking their time. East taking their time. They only have 1:30 on the clock. They can hold it as long as they want to. There's no shot clock in high school lacrosse. I think they can sense that Rossman's getting to those balls quicker than they are, so they might as well have the last shot. Hamburger. To Kalinsky. Pass along to Bo Horvath, center your screen. To the left side, Horvath beats 2 defenders. Spin move, looking for a shot. 2 defenders close in. 38 seconds left to go. We're going to try to find an open seam in this West defense. Shot. Saved by Rossman. Had to get down low for that one, but West has 22 seconds to attack. Now down to 20. You have to look for a shot quickly here. They're going to take in themselves. 10 seconds left to go. They make a move, they lose the ball. East gets it back, but the ball's loose again. Straub, 2 seconds left to go. And it's a turnover on West, pardon me. 1 second left, they chuck it down low. Saved by Rossman, as it was on target, and that'll be the end of your quarter. 3-2 your score. We'll hand it off to Mitchell for the fourth.
Once again, thank you to Ben Hoyt for joining us from the Garnet Valley Broadcasting Club at Garnet Valley High School. I invited him on today because he's a really good friend of mine and he's going to be my roommate in college. So might as well get as much time beforehand together as possible. So here we go. The Downingtown East-West, the battle of the 2 and the 3 comes down to 12 minutes here in the fourth quarter. East leads by 1, 3-2. Eddie Moore has 2 for West. Linsky has 2 for East, with Hamburger having the deciding goal. Straub has won the faceoff yet again. Straub in. Straub passes it to Monroe. Monroe's low shot. Tries going through the 9-hole. Doesn't get it as number 13 saves it. That's Mylan for East. Here comes East back up the field. That's number 11. That is Cagliotti. Cagliotti lays it up for 15. Hamburger. The 12. That's Kolinsky. Both goal scorers playing catch right now. Hamburger. Passes it to 23. That's Connor Sweeney. Number 14 working his way in. That is Tanner Marusa. Linsky in, working on Valari. Once again, all our condolences out to the Valari family. Great save there from Rossman as the ball rolls back out to number 15. 23, that's Sweeney working his way in. Sweeney in, passes it behind the 4. That's McMahon. McMahon working his way up. Toth comes out to guard. Chapa comes out to guard Hamburger. Hamburger passes it out to 15. That's Bo Horvath. Horvath back to 14, and that is McMahon. McMahon cuts in. Sets a screen for Alster, who is now forced to pass back to Horvath. Horvath cuts in on Venzi. Screen there, but Venzi just runs right through it. East maintaining their possession time. It would be interesting if we kept stats of teams' possession compared to one another, because both teams have had a massive share of the rock, but East holds the advantage on terms of possession time off the naked eye test. Here's Hamburger. Chiappa on Hamburger. Hamburger deciding to cut in or pass it. What will he do? Decides to cut back the other way. Will he make it a cut? No. Low shot is blocked by Rossman. And looked like Greer made it there first. However, in the eyes of the referee, Sweeney wins the race, and it'll stay Downingtown East ball. Sweeney cuts in on Greer. Sweeney's shot is off the bar and wide, and it will go in the direction of Downingtown West. West rides out the 3-minute attack of Downingtown East, and now West has their first chance of the fourth quarter to try and tie this game. Valari up to Toth. Toth to Venzi. Venzi cuts back out as they wait for substitutions. Here's Eddie Moore. He's got 2 on the day for West. See if he can get a hat trick and try to tie the game all by himself. Obviously with the help of his brilliant pass workers on the edge, such as Owen Lundmark. Owen cuts in on number 3. Owen passes it back to Moore. Moore does a little spin move. Still working on the East defender, but instead decides to pass back to Monroe. Monroe draws the screen across. Monroe cuts in now. Working on 21 of East. Monroe hopes for a cutter. Doesn't come, but Monroe goes in individually. Monroe shoots. Monroe's shot is saved. Stood there a little bit in front of the net, but Milan gets it, passes it out to number 7 of East, and out East is on the counterattack. Number 7 is Mike Waite. This has been a game of defense. The score is only 3-2 with 8 minutes left here to play in the fourth period. And now number 4 passes it to Hamburger. Number 4 once again is Dylan McMahon. His brother Jake is a midfielder, number 14. So similar to Owen and Kevin, they have Dylan and Jake. Speaking of goal scorers, here's Kolinsky is forced out by the great defense of Valari. 5 passes the 23. East calls the play. The player slips down and loses possession of the ball. West knocks it away trying to get possession. They do. Great possession there as he gets the possession of Rossman. Rossman now has it and will pass it to Chiappa. Great defensive play there from West. Chiappa airs it out to Greer. Can he corral it? He does. And here is West on the counterattack. Greer in. Greer's low shot to Monroe. And Monroe's high shot is saved. He got checked in the air while he shot. but he's unable to corral it. Turnover. Venzi's in. Venzi shoots. Venzi's shot is wide of the net, and it will go in East's direction on the hustle play. It did look like Monroe beat it. However, the decision does come down to the refs in the end, and the referee thought East did win that possession. West starting to play a little bit more physical, and they have gotten more stops as the East possession counter of the quarter has decreased significantly. But now, here's 12. Kolinsky passes it to 4. McMahon to Hamburger. 33 receives it. That's Dennis Brady. Brady Dennis, pardon me. Horvath passes it to Dennis. Dennis to Hamburger. Hamburger cuts in but decides to go back out and passes it back to Horvath. Horvath in. Working on Venzi. Horvath decides to end his run short and turn around and think about other options. Horvath passes it to Dennis. Dennis to 4. That's McMahon with the ball. Lorensky. Shot. That is a timeout East. Welcome back out of the timeout. Downingtown East called a timeout. The referee didn't hear it though. But however, the referee does give the timeout in the end, even though East did lose possession for a short amount of time. But now they do maintain possession. Alistair will start the possession for Downingtown East with 5:29 left here to play in the 4th. Hamburger in. Hamburger lays it off to Kolinsky. Kolinsky's got 2. Hamburger's got 1. Kolinsky thinks about the shot, but is batted away by Valari and Venzi. Kolinsky passes it to Horvath. Horvath now draws Venzi. Venzi forces him to have Hangy on him now. Horvath still working on him. Horvath still has it. Horvath still trying to get past Hangy. However, he still can't. Passes out to Kolinsky. Kolinsky got it. Valari makes the shot go wide, but it does stay in East possession off the hustle play. We're now at 4:30 left. No goals have been scored in this 4th, and West is still down by 1. West just needs to keep rolling with the punches here of East just to try to get another chance to try to tie the game, because it seems like their defense is putting everything on the field right now. They probably do have an extra gear, but right now they're saving that for when they really need to lock in. Pass is forced out to Kolinsky, who passes it out to Dennis. Horvath's got it. Venzi on Horvath. Horvath is forced again to go out to the point and reevaluate his options. Horvath now has Greer on him. Horvath might have a matchup he wants. Pass goes behind the net. Pass goes back out to Dennis. Dennis thinks about the shot, but instead will drop it back out to 14. 14 is McMahon. Hamburger has Toth on him. Toth not trying to allow anything. Chiappa, pardon me. Chiappa on Hamburger. Hamburger forced to lay off to number 5, who's new to the offensive attack, and that's Luke Fiorio. Number 12, Kolinski, double goal scorer for East today, has it. Florio tries setting the screen, but does fall on the ground. Kolinski in to Hamburger. The pass is wide. Who will get it? West wins the hustle, and West gets it. They roll with the Downingtown East's punch, and they now have the ball with 3:04 left. Here comes Chiappa. 3 minutes officially left here in the fourth. West down by 1. Passes up to Monroe. Monroe runs up the field. Monroe, unattested. Now he draws the Downingtown East defender. Number 21 is on him. That is E.J. Klunk. Monroe passes back to Moore, who's got 2 today. Straub now checks on for Greer. Here comes Moore. Moore in. Moore shoots. Moore shot is saved. Milan has been a brick wall so far these past couple quarters. And now here comes East down the field. East, the defenseman, is leading the attack. That's number 7 there. That's Mike Waite. And East now behind their own net again. Hermberger, pass bounces in front of him. Tries using his hand to try to help him out there, but he does recover with the stick. Horvath draws Venzi out. West now starting to get a little feisty on the defense here. Now starting to pressure East into some passes that they may or may not want to make. And East will use their second timeout of the half, and we'll take a brief break. Welcome back out of the timeout. Downingtown East has possession with 1:55 left here in the fourth. East is capable of holding on to the ball for the final 2 minutes. However, now we are in the area where if they do hold on to it for a certain amount of period, the referees will call it a stall, and it will become West possession. So you got to be careful. Garnet Valley almost got karma'd for holding on to the ball when West played them, because they got turned over the ball with about 30 seconds left, and Venzi was able to run the length of the field and score and make it a 1-goal game, and West had a chance to tie it and send it to overtime with 15 seconds left. Speaking of that, now here is number 15, Horvath, spinning around the side. Horvath in, Horvath shoots, and Horvath scores. Horvath scores and is now 4-2 Downingtown East. Welcome back. West now down 2. Horvath scores, just basically runs in a circle and gets past it. Michael Straub needs to win this, and he does. Straub is able to get it off to Venzi. Venzi can't corral the pass, and he now doesn't get it. East will have possession. Here's Cogliotti. Cogliotti passes it off to 4. East should be no hurry to try to do anything here as they are up 2 with 1:24 left. Kolinsky has it. West needs to play more physical defense here if they want to try to get the ball back. They are down 2 with a minute left. And Kolinsky's in. Pass goes in the 14. 14 shoots and 14 scores. 14 scores, and that is Jake McMahon. If you're just checking in here, West will have a 2-man advantage for the rest of the game, and they will call a timeout as such, and we'll take a brief break. Welcome back out of the timeout. West on the 2-man advantage, down 3. However, they will have 2 less people on the field to play defense. So let's see if West can put all their offense into one possession and see what they can do here. Straub passes it quickly to Lundmark. Lundmark passes to Straub. Straub to Berge. West has no time to stall. They really need to get into the zone and score. Straub shoots. Straub's shot goes over, and it does stay in West possession. 47.3 left for 3 goals. Lundmark to Lundmark. Lundmark to Lundmark, and the shot is set, and that is a flag. And there is a flag. And East will be down another player.
Are you kidding?
Unnecessary roughness penalty. Here's Monroe in. Monroe shoots and hits the helmet of the East goalkeeper. Yeah, that's not going off. Yeah. West needs to score quickly. Kevin Lundmark shoots, and he misses the net. Does stay in West possession, though. West needs 3 goals in 22 seconds. They really need to get shots on net quickly. Berge in. Passes it to Eddie Moore, whose shot is saved. And it's thrown back to East. Rossman comes out of his net. Rossman passes it downfield. Gets to Kevin Lundmark. Kevin Lundmark shoots, and it's saved. And that is the game. The final score here today is 5-2 Downingtown East. The West can't score with the 3-man advantage, and that will ruin their perfect Chesmont record as East moves on to 8-0 in the Chesmont. West goes to 7-1. Here's Mitchell Weiniger.
And I'm Ben Hoyt saying so long, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.